And Nick, you're a former assistant special Watergate prosecutor. You tweeted that, quote, if former President Richard Nixon had been held accountable for his actions arising out of the Watergate investigation, no one now would be saying an indictment of Trump is unprecedented, unquote. Given what we know about these allegations of business fraud against Trump, presuming that our understanding of the case, that it is the combination of the business fraud with the alleged campaign finance violations, do you think this particular indictment is as serious as what Nixon might have faced before Gerald Ford pardoned him?
Well, one of the things that Richard Nixon was facing prior to pardon was being indicted for tax violations. And in fact, this indictment could also hinge on tax violations. Everybody keeps saying campaign violations, but the fact of the matter is, when you create phony business records that claim that there were legitimate attorney's fees being paid and deducted on the company's books and records that then land up on a New York State tax return, we're talking tax fraud. And it's not much different than what Nixon did in donating his papers to the archives after and using a backdated deed to get the deduction that was totally illegitimate. Also, we don't really know what the full scope of the allegations are here. You mentioned before that we have an idea of the list of grand jury witnesses. We do only as to people who personally appeared. Keep in mind that this was a joint investigation between the DA's office and the Attorney General's office, and there were a number of people who testified in depositions whose testimony could simply be read to the grand jury without having to appear personally. So all of that leads me to believe we just don't know what this indictment is going to allege, particularly in light of the fact that Donald Trump asserted his Fifth Amendment privilege in response to 450 questions, claiming that a truthful answer would tend to incriminate him. It's hard to believe that the district attorney's office doesn't have enough evidence on some of those crimes to put into this indictment.